Right now, there are over 645,000 people in America with $1 million sitting in nothing but a retirement account, and none of them won the lottery. Almost none of them inherited it at all. And here's the part that should annoy you a little. Almost none of what they did was exciting. Today, I'm breaking down 7 genuinely boring money habits that quietly build real wealth. And by habit number 4, you'll realize you've been skipping the one that matters most. According to Ramsey's National Study of Millionaires, 79% of millionaires got zero inheritance. They just repeated unglamorous habits for decades. Habit 1, they paid themselves first, automatically. Not I'll save what's left over, because there's never anything left over. Every dollar has a way of disappearing before month's end. Instead, they set up an automatic transfer the day their paycheck lands. So saving happens before they even see the money in their account. Behavioral researchers call this paying yourself first. And it works because it removes willpower from the equation completely, every single month, without fail. You can't spend money you never see. And that's the entire trick behind this habit. It costs nothing to set up, and it works immediately. Habit 2. They started investing early, even with tiny amounts. Here's the math that proves it, and it's the single most important habit on this entire list. Invest a little every month starting in your 20s, stop after just 10 years, and that money still grows into hundreds of thousands by retirement. Someone who waits a decade longer, even contributing 3 times as much money overall, still ends up with less in the end. Every single time. Starting early beats contributing more. Time in the market does more heavy lifting than almost anything else you will ever do with your money. Habit 3. They never left free money on the table. 8 out of 10 millionaires in that same study invested through their company's retirement plan. Most companies match a percentage of what you put in yourself, essentially doubling part of your contribution the moment it lands in your account. If your employer offers a match and you're not contributing enough to get the full amount, you are turning down guaranteed money every payday. That's an instant return. No stock picker on earth can promise you, and most people walk away from it without even realizing it. Habit 4. And this is the one people resist the most. They drove cars that didn't impress anyone at all, on purpose, for years. Research on self-made millionaires found most of them buy used vehicles and keep them for years, instead of leasing something flashy to look successful. A brand new car loses a huge chunk of its value in the very first year alone, before you've even finished the first payment. Financing that loss with payments for 5 or 6 years isn't a lifestyle upgrade. It's one of the quietest ways people delay their own freedom. Habit 5. They treated high interest debt like an emergency, not just another monthly bill quietly sitting on the kitchen counter every month. The average credit card interest rate right now sits shockingly high, and no investment on earth reliably returns anywhere close to that every year. So paying off that balance isn't just responsible. It's mathematically one of the best returns available to an ordinary person. Guaranteed, no risk involved. It's a guaranteed return, equal to whatever rate you stop handing over to the bank, starting the very same day you pay it off. Habit 6. They tracked one single number consistently, month after month. Their net worth, not their salary or credit score alone. Just assets minus debts, updated regularly, written down somewhere they could actually see the number move. Quarter after quarter, year after year. People who track this number tend to save more and spend more deliberately. For one simple reason. What gets measured actually gets managed. You can't tell if you're really building wealth or just staying busy if you never once stop to check your own scoreboard. Habit 7. Every time their income went up, they let their spending lag behind it, on purpose, instead of upgrading everything immediately. This is the opposite of lifestyle inflation, where a raise quietly gets absorbed by a bigger apartment before you ever notice extra money existed. Every single raise is a choice point. You can either upgrade your life or widen the permanent gap between what you earn and what you spend. That widening gap is the actual engine of wealth, not the raise itself, but the space you deliberately protect underneath it. So that's it. 7 habits. None of them flashy, none of them require a finance degree or a lucky stock pick to pull off. Save automatically, invest early, kill high interest debt, track your number, protect the gap between what you earn and spend. Individually, each one looks almost too small to matter. Stacked together and repeated for years, they quietly compound into real, lasting wealth. That's the boring secret nobody puts in a headline. Now let's talk about how to actually put these 7 habits into practice. Here's the real reframe. None of this is about restriction, being cheap, or depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about buying yourself options. The freedom to leave a job you hate, the freedom to handle an emergency without panic. Every boring habit above is really just a small trade. Comfort today for control over your future self. And that control compounds quietly in the background, whether you're paying attention to it or not. So here's exactly where to start this week, in order, without overthinking any of it. First, automate one single transfer from checking to savings, even if it's a small amount to begin with. Second, open a retirement account if you don't have one, and set the contribution to increase automatically every year. Third, write down your net worth today, one single number, so you have a real starting line to measure against. Remember that number from the start of this video? The one about how few people actually reach real financial independence? The gap between those people and everyone else was never about income. It was about which habits they repeated without fail. The ones who made it weren't smarter or luckier. They just stacked these 7 boring habits and let time do the rest. So the only real question left is whether you start stacking them today or a year from now. If this helped, the most useful thing you can do is pick just one habit and start it before you close this tab. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this one. No hype, no hot stock tips, just what actually works. And drop a comment telling us which of these 7 habits you're starting with. We read every single one. Thanks for watching The Honest Investor. See you in the next one.